Welcome to the show where stories unfold.
Let's go.
People doing big things, breaking the mold. They're changing the game, making waves every day.
Big move.
Shining bright with the work that is well.
Shine on.
This is breaking the silence with making the
Nigga, go in the building.
Unleash your inner voice and make some
Turn up.
noise.
Welcome to the Breaking the Silence podcast with Arthur, Nikki, Nicole. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell your cousin, tell your friend, tell your neighbor to come over here and break the silence to Arthur, Nikki, Nicole. Welcome to another powerful episode. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the conversation.
So I was standing in the kitchen trying to wash dishes, clean up the house, fix the bottle for Gabby, and make a phone call, all while holding Gabby. My shirt was damp from where the bottle leaked. The water was running. The phone was pressed between my ear and my shoulder. And over all of that, my niece Cassie was standing beside me, asking me 100 questions a minute, full of energy and curiosity, all before 10 o'clock in the morning. And as much as I wanted to answer her, I could barely hear the person on the phone. I was nodding, smiling, trying to keep the house together, and my spirit was just overwhelming. If overwhelmed was a person, it would be me on this day. And in the middle of all that motion, all that mess, I stopped to ask myself, am I really doing this again? Not because my wife isn't present, because she is. But even with love and support around me, there were moments where, motherhood feels like it rests completely on my shoulders. Shoot, it is moments where I feel like everything is on my shoulders, not just motherhood, because most of the time I am the strong one to keep it all together. And that's when it hit me. This season isn't just about raising another child. It's about redefining what support means in my life and what it looks like when it no longer fits the old mold. So, welcome everyone to another episode of the Motherhood series. Holy shit, I'm doing it again. I hope that this episode will allow mothers to know that they're not alone. And also go on this journey with me of all the new things that I'm learning about. Because trust me, it's been a lot that has been changed over 24-year period, 2 decades, and I'm doing it again. But when I was raising Nicholas and Amani, I was a single mother, no co-parent, no backup plan, no breathing room. I was doing it all, working, providing, showing up for the games, the school functions, while carrying the weight of the world and trying not to crumble under it. And while I was strong, the truth is, I was lonely, tired, often afraid. And back then, I thought support meant weakness. I thought needing help meant I wasn't doing enough as a mom. And I had my mom. I had my mom as my support system because Lord knows if I didn't have her guiding me and giving me wisdom, I would have been totally lost. But this time around, I'm wiser. I'm older. I know now that strength doesn't mean you're doing it alone. It means knowing when to ask for help. And with Gabby, I don't want to just survive. I want to be, the mother from a place of peace, not panic. I want to create a life where I'm supported not just by my wife, but by a community, a rhythm, and boundaries that work for who? Us. But not everyone understands this version of life. Or my life for that matter. And some people still see me as this strong one. The one who always has it together. The one who doesn't need anything. Others don't. They don't get why I chose to raise another child at this age and stage in my life and at this age, right? Some even question my choices, offer opinions I didn't ask for, right? Or pull away because they can't relate. And my response is thank you for the suggestion and the recommendation. And in the beginning, honestly, it hurt. It hurt with all the feedback, all the lashback. But you know what? I've learned slowly, painfully, and powerfully that not everyone can go where you're growing. That's why I've learned to set those boundaries. They're important because protecting my peace is just as important as protecting Gabby's future. Support isn't just about who shows up physically. It's about who sees you, who hears you, who respects your path and lifts up your spirit. When one of the biggest challenges on this journey wasn't the diapers or the sleepless nights. It was looking someone in the eye and saying, I'm overwhelmed. Can you help me? Please, can you help me? That sentence used to catch me in my throat. Like, I used to feel ashamed. Like, I should be able to carry it all. But motherhood has a way of humbling you. Trust me. And healing has a way of freeing you. Now I no longer see asking for help as a failure. I see it as wisdom. I ask for help because I want to be present, not perfect. Because I want to give Gabby the best of me, not the burnt out scraps that are left over, right? And every time I reach out, I find myself and I remind myself and my children that we were never meant to do life alone. People need people. Support doesn't have to look like it did before. It doesn't have to be blood related, lifelong, or traditional. And sometimes support looks like a mom friend who texts you, You okay? You okay today? A partner who folds the laundry without being asked, a sibling who takes the kids out for a few hours, a quiet moment where you remember to breathe. Your village is yours to build. And if you've been trying to create that from scratch, I want you to know it's okay. It's okay to grieve the support you didn't have before. And it's more than okay to rebuild with new love, new boundaries, new clarity. You don't need a crowd. You don't need a connection. So maybe you're single, right? Maybe you're solo parenting more than you expected. Or maybe you're in a partnership but still feel like the weight is yours alone to carry. Whatever your story is, guess what? I see you. And I want you to know you deserve support. You deserve softness. You deserve to be held, seen, helped, and whole. Strength isn't in how much you carry, it's in knowing when to set it down and ask someone to carry it with you. And that's hard for a lot of us to do, especially me, honestly. So I want you to take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what does support look like for me now? And do I believe I'm worthy of receiving it? Put in the comments and let me know your answer to that question. And if this message spoke to your soul, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And make sure you subscribe to the Breaking the Silence podcast for more real, unfiltered, and healing conversations about motherhood, life, and everything in between, especially after raising another child after 24 years. You would be surprised at the things that has changed in that time period. It's just wonderful. It seems like to me some things are makes it easier because back then you had to do everything the long way and the hard way. But it's good to know the long way and the hard way too because at least you know how to appreciate where you came from and where you're going. But just know that you're not alone and you never have to do this alone again. And I gotta admit, y'all, this time is different. And at the end of the day, I might be older, 45 years old, raising another child after decades of doing it. But when you're older, you're more wiser, you think more clearly, you think more logical about your life, which makes things better for your life. So I want to thank y'all once again for tuning into another episode of Breaking the Silence. remember, the village still exists. You just have to let your village find you. So until next time, y'all be inspired, stay true to yourself, and know that you're not alone. There's somebody else out there dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with. So tune in next week for another episode of Motherhood. Holy shit, I'm doing it again. Later.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate, but I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goals in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm nicking the cold, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.